We are at crossing 19. It's the longest crossing we have. First up, we have to determine where our tie-in points are to the existing pipe. We demo that pipe out, taking care to save the two end pieces of the spigot and the bell that we tie onto on either end. Then we take out the existing pipe supports that are called to be removed, or if they're called to stay in place, we rework that pipe support to have the new saddle put on top of it. Then we'll lay out for new pipe supports and put those bases in, as well as put the saddles themselves on so that they're ready to go, so the pipe just can set right in there. They do the layout of the Luberon plates, which is mounted to the saddles that are there. That allows for the movement of the expansion and contraction of the pipe without wearing out the pipe itself. Pretty much average about a half hour is what we figure for. There are some joints that are a little egg-shaped that takes a little more fit up to do so that they match and you get a good weld on it. But for the most part, we're averaging about 30 minutes when they get the fit up part of it to secure the end that they're going to tack in place. They'll get that, they need a 1/8 inch gap around the for their root weld. They'll get that spacing correct, make sure it fits on our pipe support, the line straight. Then the machine will be unhooked from it, and then the tack-up crew will move to the next joint. The welding crew will come in behind them and finish that weld up. The buried pipe has lasted and is still in good shape. Where they go across the ravine, rather than digging up the ravine, the original project they went across and expanded across there with trussels. That's what we saw, was putting the new pipe in. What happens is the heat and the cool, the expansion and contraction of that pipe, there was no movement allowed with it being fixed in place, welded, as well as no expansion joints in it and being concrete. The elements deteriorated it to where the concrete popped off, and then the metal that you can see behind me here started deteriorating and rotting, and then you had leaks in the pipe, and that's why we're replacing it today with just steel pipe. And in the middle, that joint that they were actually fitting up that we watched, that was an expansion joint right to the north of it. And that we're putting that in, that allows movement of the pipe, and that takes up that movement and allows it to move back and forth, and hoping to get a lot more life out of it. The new pipe will last a whole lot longer than the old pipe did. There's also maintenance capabilities with this. We got manways in there where they can go and inspect to do any maintenance that they need to do along the way over the years. It's critical to Payson for future water uses, but in regards for strawberry and pine, who is reaping some of the benefits of our food consumption and motel and lodging and that, I know it's really helped them out, benefit them the ongoing during the week. We think we got it tough now in some of my work I do, but they really physically had it tough back then, all of this project here. What you're looking at here is what's left over of our crushed pipe that I was standing in front of last Thursday. We've crushed all the concrete off it, disposed of the concrete. Now all we have left is to haul off the remaining steel for scrap. That should happen this week, and then most of our demoed pipe will be disposed of. December 15th is when we have to be completed. Weather may not allow us to go that late, so we've beefed up our crews so that we can try and expedite that and get done sooner.